I agree that our focus should be on the victims. But unfortunately, I think these attacks were predictable, and I think that there are going to be further attacks in the future, and I fear that we will come back to this courtyard in more vigils. What we cannot ignore here is what is part of our reality, at least since 9/11, and that is a steady drumbeat of Islamophobia and Islamophobic rhetoric that created people like the attacker in New Zealand, or the attacker in Toronto, or the attacker in Germany, or the attacker in France, or Switzerland. As some of you might know, that the attacker wrote the names of other famous Islamophobes and other right-wing criminals on his guns as a way of celebrating them and celebrating their achievements. Those of you who are familiar with the incendiary and extremely racist discourse of Islamophobia will know and will understand that the attacks that happened in New Zealand was a natural growth out of that type of hate speech. If you demonize a people as thoroughly bad in history, as the product of a very bad fruit, as the product of a founder of a religion who from the very inception was very bad, and that their history since Islam came to the world has been nothing but criminal and hateful, it is not really a surprise that it takes some criminal elements to act upon that hate. I urge all of us to counter the project of hate and the racial project of Islamophobia. And I think the way we can counter it is, one, don't support Islamophobic literature. Here at UCLA, we had a recent event in which David Hurwitz, one of these rabid Islamophobes, put up posters all over UCLA. Our own Jerry Kang ordered the posters taken down, and as a result, there's been an unrelenting campaign against Jerry Kang seeking to remove him. And the way we can honor the victims of New Zealand is for our own administration to support someone like Jerry Kang and stand by him, and for our own faculty to support Jerry Kang and stand by him, because he stood up to the type of hate that we've seen manifest in New Zealand. I also urge you, please don't be scared, and in fact make a point to take courses that would enlighten you about Islamic law or Islamophobia or Muslims and race. We cannot afford to pretend that this is a marginal problem in our society anymore. Like racism against blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, gays, lesbians, like anti-Semitism, Islamophobia is a deadly serious problem. And it's a problem that is systematic, endemic, and likely will stay with us for a very long time. It's really sad to think that it takes something like what happened in New Zealand to remind us of the amount of ugliness that has been pouring in, the amount of resources that have been dedicated for the simple project of hating Muslims around the world. Thank you very much.